Hey everybody, this is Frank from the Frank and Duty channel. I want to bring you a video today on my favorite blanket. This is Hudson Bay Point 100% wool blanket that I got a couple years ago. I actually bought it at a thrift store, and it's one of my favorite blankets for various reasons, but mainly because it's 100% wool and because this company that manufactured it, like I said, it's Hudson Bay Point. I'll show you the seal of authenticity down here in the corner. You guys can see that. It says on here the company was incorporated in 1670. So you heard right, 1670. That's a long time ago. So this company is founded in British America, which is now Canada. They have a rich history up there. So when they manufactured these blankets back in the 1700s, 1800s, they actually made them so that they would trade them with fur bearers and trappers in exchange for beaver pelts, things like that. So it's pretty cool history. You guys can look into it if you're interested. But they make a really premium quality wool blanket. So I just wanted to show this to you guys. It's the typical 4-stripe. It's indigo. I kind of showed you a minute ago. It's the indigo, red, yellow, and black stripe on the white background, 100% wool blanket. And I thought that maybe I could set this thing down on the bench here and go over some of the benefits to wool in comparison to other blanket materials or apparel materials. Alright guys, so sorry about the wind and all the birds out here. They're singing today. Anyway, so this blanket, as you can kind of see, it's pretty thick in comparison to some blankets that are available out there now, and that's again because it's 100% wool. Some blankets you can get on Amazon are more like 50% or 80% blend, and they're fabricated with polyester or cotton. This is 100% wool, and there's a lot of advantages to that. One thing that's unique about wool in comparison to cotton and so on is the fact that it regulates itself to the individual's body temperature. So it's essentially, it keeps you warm in the winter and it'll keep you cold in the summer. It's awesome. In cold temperatures, wool wicks moisture from the skin, so it can trap in dry air and warmth. It kind of just regulates itself based on your temperature. Also, wool is really resistant to wrinkles. It'll still wrinkle, but they don't last near as long, and it takes a long time in order to actually get it to wrinkle. Another thing that's cool is that it's hyperallergenic, more or less. It's resistive to bacteria growth and mold. So if you have allergies, wool might be a good choice for you. It's anti-static, more or less. It's like if you use cotton blankets, a lot of times, or even sheets, you might see like a little bit of static electricity at night whenever you run your legs up and down. But with wool, that's very uncommon. You don't see like a lot of electronegativity associated with these blankets just because of the material. And also it's naturally resistant to stains, even flame resistant. So it's really I don't know, I think it's a really practical blanket to have for survival reasons. It's also good to have from a survival standpoint, because if you do somehow get this thing super saturated with water, you never have to worry about it because it still maintains 80% of its heat conductance. So it's really cool. I really like these wool blankets. I think that everybody should own a wool blanket. There's a lot of uses for one. I know that different trappers or fur bearers would actually turn these into capotes. They called them capotes, which is essentially like a modified wool blanket that's like a hooded jacket. And they're pretty beneficial to have, especially back then in the cold winters. So wool blankets are great for a lot of reasons. And I think that, at garage sales, thrift stores, Goodwill, stores like that, you can sometimes find these for a really good price. I definitely would recommend keeping your eyes, out for one and just You know, buy one if you see them, because some people do complain that wool's a little bit scratchy in comparison to cotton, but I think that it just takes some getting used to, because it doesn't bother me at all. And like I said, from a survival standpoint, a wool blanket is really, really good to have. You can have one in your vehicle, you can have one at the foot of the bed, you can have one on your couch for the kids, anything. So anyway, I definitely recommend getting a wool blanket, and there's so many benefits to it in comparison to cotton and so on. So check into them, guys. Check out the Hudson Bay Point blanket. Really, really neat company, really neat heritage, and just a great product overall. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys watching my channel. Got some cool videos coming up. As always, get out in the woods and remember the glory's in the struggle. Thanks, guys. See you in the next video.